Welcome again, saints, to Prayer Addict channel, where the engrafted word of God is fired into your spirit. We have carefully crafted this video so as to edify you. Stay tuned to the end of this video. I'll see you after then. Listen and be transformed.
You know, the problem we have is that when we meet difficulties, we start hoping for certain kinds of people to have been around. If I knew this person, if I knew that person, if I was connected to this person. Listen, you have what Jesus had that was enough for him to fulfill his mandate. You will fulfill yours. See how difficult the mandate of Jesus was. Over 300 prophecies he needed to fulfill with precision. He needed different people, both those who love him, family, enemies, even demons needed to walk in a specified order for him to fulfill his mandate. Yet Jesus was sleeping in a boat. He wasn't perturbed. How do I coordinate the disciples? How do I coordinate? Do you know the Bible said if the princes of this world had known, they would not have crucified the Lord of glory. That means the assignment of Jesus required demons too to play a part. And he wasn't troubled. You have a contract, you need somebody to sign, you lose your sleep. How do I get this? No, prophesy. The lines are falling onto me in pleasant places. I have a goodly heritage. I cannot be rejected. My path is as of a shining light. It shines brighter and brighter unto the perfect day. I don't know how it will be done, but it will be done. The Bible said, look at the cloud. They may not be filled. It said, yet the valley will be filled with water. For they that observe lying vanities, they forsake their mercies. I'm not the type who will say, how will it work? It will work. He said, as thou knowest not how the bones are formed in the womb of her that is with child, so also knoweth not thou the ways of the spirit. You don't know how bones appear, but they appear. There are many things we've done. We didn't know how it was going to happen. Sometimes last minute. I told you our story, how we started the ministry. Little savings I had, God said give it out. Give it out. I don't even have rent yet. I've not paid rent. I was staying with a friend. Do you know how embarrassing it is? With your newlywed, you married a wife, you come to camp with a friend. Look at you people. You think we just appeared? Carried my wife. You are a man now, at least. I dragged my wife because I married her, took her to MARKURDI. I was living in MARKURDI well. God said, come back to Abuja. I don't have a house here. We were staying with a friend for 1 month plus. And God is saying, start a work. I've not paid rent. I don't have a house here. Start which work? Start. I started praying, started declaring, started prophesying. Vision started merging. Things started connecting. We did flyer. I called this music minister, called this one, called this one. All of them said they are coming. We designed flyer. We started looking for venue. They took me to one. They said 36 million. I said 30 what? Where I came from, you can rent a tent for 3 million for 1 year. What is 36 million? I'm going to be doing only Sunday. They said 36 million. Meanwhile, they are charging me 36 million because the tent has not come. They are waiting for it to come from China. So if I pay now, they will use it to complete the payment. So I'm going to buy tent for you. I went to another place. They say 1.5 million per use. Per use? Go forward. My friend came to town. He said he's looking for where to do prayer. So we went to an RCCG church. The moment I entered, the pastor stood up. He said, I've looked for you for 2 years. Here I am. He said, what are you doing in Abuja? God said we should start the work here. He shouted, where's the place? We don't have yet. He said, wait, we just moved from one place. Can I call them? I said, what are we waiting for? Why not? He called them, negotiated with them, and the money they were charging, they slashed it down like they use a samurai sword. And we were permitted to pay instrumentally. That was how we paid. Immediately we added venue. We threw flyer up. I said, okay, all these long range speaker, how much do they buy them? Let's buy long range speaker. so that we can start. At least let's see how God will help us. Somebody calls from Lagos. I saw that flyer. Take $8,000. That's all the thing there. That morning of inauguration, I went to preach in a church. When I finished, the woman of God stood up. I said, let's bless him. He wants to start work. 14 million came out. I started walking like somebody who knows everything he wanted to do. You know, there's a way you walk like, yeah, everything is under control. My God is a big God. My God is a big God. When I stood there on that day, I said, listen, this work we have started, we didn't beg, we didn't ask anybody for $1. We have integrity. Nobody under heaven, we didn't call anybody to ask for $1. Nobody. Hey, my God, you will not be stranded. You have the faith of the Son of God. If Jesus was not stranded, how can you use the same thing he's using and be stranded? You can't be stranded. So don't panic. I'm telling you this because with enlargement comes prophetic instructions. Some of you don't have food to eat. God will tell you, go and start 5 companies. You'll be wondering, Lord, with what? I don't even have money for registration. Some of you are still rising and falling. God will start showing you visions of nations where you will go with revival. And you are saying, Lord, me, I need revival. It's the faith of the Son of God. You can't be stranded. Never. Do you know how we started? We didn't start with cutting. We didn't start with the full range speaker I was looking for. We started with full force. We bought 3 Behringer wing mixers, 48 inputs. We started with QLXD microphones. As in, spend faith, sir. Spend faith. Spend faith. And from the beginning till date, from glory to glory. Can I surprise you? The year we started, that same year, we had our first conference, not in Abuja, in London. I traveled with 4 people, shut down a venue, spent over 100,000 pounds. People who were, how do we start? You have the faith of the Son of God. The fig tree may not blossom, the labor of the olive may fail, everything may not work, but we rejoice in the God of our salvation. He will cause our feet to be like hinds feet. We will walk in our high places. From my heart of heart, from the depth of my soul, Father, this worship is yours. Father, this worship is yours. Father, this worship is yours. From my heart of hearts, from the depth of my soul, my Father, we people who didn't know what to do in just 3 years. Today, every 28 days, based on our algorithms on our platforms, we reach more than 30 million people. I'm not talking about other channels that take our resources, our immediate platforms. This is algorithm. Impacting people in diverse nations. The last SSF program we did, people registered from 85 nations. Not to talk of places where we are called to be a blessing. platforms of patriarchs. It was a year plus ago, they invited me to go preach in a crusade where Pastor Iya Adeboye sat down. How do you talk from there? Meanwhile, 1 year plus, you didn't know where to start. As I was coming for these Bible studies, I just left the call with Juanita Bynum. You must come to the US this year for my threshing floor conference. She said she was locked for 50 days in her retreat on my message on fasting. Matriarchs. You are saying you will be stranded. How? How can you be stranded? You have no idea. I was coming for a Bible study like this when they called me from Uganda. The leading patriarchs of the land said, come and be a blessing. I've not done. How many years have we been in this thing? The cloud may not be full, but the valley will be full of rain. He said, they that observe lying vanity, they forsake their mercy. That business won't fail. That ministry won't fail. If it didn't fail in the hand of Jesus, it won't fail in your hand. Because it's the same faith that sustained it in the hand of Jesus that will sustain it in your hand. Don't be afraid. There's something in you. That's what Jesus walked with. That's why the Bible said we walk by faith, not by sight. That's what sustains you. What sustained the ministry and life of Jesus is what sustaining yours too. Don't be afraid. You have the faith of the Son of God. Sit down for a moment.
Wow, what a video that was. Do well to subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Turn on your notification bell. Share this video. Till we see you again. Bye.